Good morning, boys and girls. I am going to have some fried chicken for breakfast. And I cannot imagine what I'm about to tell you. But you know your girl, right? So here's my air fryer. Just gonna put my tray in there. Now, uh, boys and girls, have you ever driven down a road early in the morning and a big deer, like a mama deer, jump out and say, "Where do you think you going?" Well, ooh, I was afraid, but I did not panic. Oh, I'm sitting here now just drying my tears because I cannot imagine that deer looked like it was humongous. I almost thought it was a bear. It was beautiful. Oh my goodness. It was nothing like I've ever seen. I never saw a deer that big. I was like, oh my goodness. But it jumped out on me like it was saying, "Where do you think you going?" But I was like 0 miles an hour. I said, "Whoop." But the funny thing is, oh boy, I seasoned this yesterday, put it in the refrigerator so it can dry out as much as possible. Now I am hoping that it comes out the way I want it. Mm-mm, mm-mm. So what I am going to do is make sure it's not on the side. So, oh boys and girls, I am one. Okay, okay, how do you do this now? Chicken. Mm, 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 I think I have it. We'll leave it there. I think it's supposed to be 200 for 45 minutes, but I'm not sure. Uh, if you want to know where this came from, I forgot. Anyway, boys and girls, I was like, oh. Now, first of all, I was driving where I've never seen that type of. When I say it was like I saw a dead end, and then it was like you go up like a trail. I was actually going to a trail, but I never saw that type of. So it was as if I was in a movie, but I kept on just talking my way through it because I had already jumped on the parkway. All I knew is I I said I would be there. I said I was leaving. I was going to give it the best shot I could. So I kept on saying this is something new for me. So I have to grab onto the wheel and I have to, do the best I can. But when Bambi's mama and grandmama, because that big old thing was like, ugh, and it just in the road, and it was like, "Where do you think you going?" I'm like, "Ooh!" But I was like so happy because I was like, "Did I just go through this alone?" The GPS said you have arrived on the right, so I'm like, okay. But I kid you not, before I got there, I was done. My whole everything was done. I did not panic. I did not panic. But I said I can't go any further because it looked as if someone wanted to take me out and get me somewhere and woo, and my mind was like mm-mm. So I saw people, the cars pulling up behind me. Back, I put it on park, honey. You understand the assignment? I was like, go around because I wasn't going anywhere. So I texted the person. I'm like, honey. I said, I saw a deer. I am afraid. I am paranoid. I need you to find me, please. I don't know where to go. I see a dead end. I'm not going. And the person texts back. If you got a dead end and you're not here, and I'm like, oh no. I still did not panic. Woo! So I just said, okay, let me just go down because I looked at the mailbox. I said, okay, this is not the actual address. That's why GPS gets me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I drove down two more, and then I said I don't see a address, and I do have the address in the piece on a piece of paper. So I went down two more, and then the person texted me back and said you passed me by two houses. I said, all right. Now see, that's what I needed. You know, that little cushion to the fall. So I just did a little back up and rewind, and then there was a vehicle behind me. I just pulled over and was like, go ahead, honey. So then when I went up, the person came out and waved. So then I'm looking up like, I'm not getting out this car. Yeah, hell no. So I turned around. I said, I am so sorry. I apologize, but can you meet me halfway? When I tell you now, let me let y'all understand something, okay? You know when you're used to getting out of a car and your front door is right there, okay? We have to understand that there are some people who are not accustomed to getting out the door and you have to walk up yonder to get to the door. I was like, where are these people's porches? Because all I saw was grass. And I'm like, I come from the concrete jungle, boys and girls. And I kid you not, all I could think about at the time was Mary. I wish I could tell y'all what she did one day. Oh my goodness. Mary, you have to call me to let me know if I can let our friends know what you did, girl. Because ooh. But anyway, all I could think about was Mary because there are times she showed me two little Bambies, and they look like this on a camera, but in front of me that sucker was like this, boys and girls. Woo! I am so freaking happy. All I could do was cry. I was like, did I just see this? Oh my goodness. All I can say is I have arrived, boys and girls. I have arrived. But I kid you not, I was so thankful when, didn't know he was willing to come out the house because, and I said, I am so sorry. I have anxiety, but I said, so he was very nice, I kid you not, I am loving. But I'm thankful. Last night, I said, I wanted to just be out early, early. Everybody understands what it is when someone says they're coming and they don't show up. So I knew there was one thing going to keep me from not showing up, and it was the heat. So I did say I cannot do the heat. It's a heat wave here. It's supposed to be 105, I believe it is, but who's not going outside in that? Me. So I said, all I know is in the morning it will be. So I did my little and I said I'm ready. So I don't know what time it was, but I was out of here before 8. So there goes that. I feel if we are going to say we will be there, at least try to be there. Now I did know I won't lie. I will tell you the truth. If I had to go one more corner, I was going home. I wasn't going one more corner because I had already gone up and around and around and up, and I'm talking about, I have never seen. I can't believe that New York even has that. You understand me? But I am so thankful. I am so thankful because the what is that? I feel like I was living in like whatever. It does not matter. I am just so thankful. So I have I arrived home and I just went to the laundry, put in 2 loads, and that's my day. So I'm gonna just do what I have to do. But I happened upon another blessing that I didn't even realize I had, boys and girls. Woo! I said, oh no, my boxes are ticking. So it is what it is. So I'm just doing washing clothes and I'm gonna pick up around here, but I'm not gonna clean up this dining table. This dining table looks like, y'all already know how I get down. So there goes that. But I am thankful. I want fried chicken so bad in some oil, boys and girls. I kid you not. Changing the way you eat to better your life and your feelings and your insides, it is a hard road. It's a hard road to travel. But I have to do it. Why? Because I really and truly have to show up for myself. So I'm going to try this chicken. I believe it's supposed to be at 200, the oven part. and then 45 minutes. So I'm not sure. And turn it halfway through or whatever. But I'm gonna let it cook a little bit and then turn it over halfway or whatever. And it's starting to drip. I love this air fryer, but I miss fried chicken, boys and girls. I miss fried chicken. So I just said I'm gonna try it. So I took some of this olive oil spray to spray my little rack down because I don't want it to pull up the skin once it gets where it's going. So I did that, and then I'm going to wash my bowl and everything. But thankful for that. I don't know how this camera is going to show up on your screen, so if you could gently let me know if it's okay. I'm having an issue with my charger, but I was doing a little peeking on my own, and on my computer screen, no, on my cell phone, the whole screen shows up. I don't know what it looks like on the TV, so I just need to know that. But today is June 30th, and we already know that I'm working on something where I work on a gift card, and I'm only going to pick one person for the month, and the person I chose this month is Tina. I will not go into why I chose Tina, but I am going to say that to the best of my ability. Now, I already paid my rent. I'm waiting for my car insurance to come out, and then I have all of Affirm is paid, and then after I paid Affirm, I did an extra 2 payments on Affirm, and then I went to each payment and paid an extra $5. So this is June, July is paid, and I'm into August on some, and maybe one I'm into September. So I ended up, when I did the first few payments, I reduced some of my interest. Then when I made the next 3 extra payments, I removed some of my interest. So I didn't bother to go with the nickels and dimes, but I did use a calculator, I did use my hand, I did use my pen and paper, so I could try to cushion my fall because I am working on something. So there goes that. I ordered some pans for my kitchen. I ordered these. So I have 3. This one, and I'm going to use these 2. My egg bites. I'm going to use these to put my egg bites, and then I just got a bunch of stuff in my kitchen because I don't have access. I left basically everything without even realizing it. But those are 2 pans that I have. I ordered what's those things? Those heavy pots. One is on top of my refrigerator, but it's too heavy. So one went back yesterday. One order went back yesterday, and then I ordered a gift for someone, and it was not to my liking. I knew she would have not liked it, so I sent it back. It was picked up yesterday. That's going to refund me a credit to the account, and I have one thing I'm going to use that for. And then I got a measuring cup. I think maybe a spoon, I think it was. Basically some kitchen items, and then I ended up getting some food supplies for someone who's going to be venturing into a side hustle. So I ended up with that. So I have 2 packages coming from that. So what I am doing is making sure I use my Affirm account, which I'm doing everything in my power to not create myself into a bubble that I can't get myself out of. That is not going to happen with me. So I ended up, like I said, making the payment that it was due, and then I cushioned my fall by paying, I believe, 3 extra bills, and then I cushioned my fall by adding $5 extra to every bill that I have down there. So I am doing actually greater than I do need a oil change, which is a little bit over 90, but I'm just going to round it off to 100 because that's what I'm going to hand over. And the brake light I fixed yesterday, I was so thankful that the same guy that fixed my brake light before was the same guy that fixed it yesterday. And I said to him, I said, was it yesterday Sunday? Today's Tuesday, Sunday. And I said, do you know you're the same person who did my thing before, right? He said, oh, I don't remember. And then he checked the back and he said, oh, I remember I needed a tool. So I was so thankful. At that moment, I had $18 to my name. So the only thing I know is kindness is king, and that's it. So I pulled out my $10 and I just handed him the $10 and walked away. And he said, thank you so much, and I am thankful. I just believe in a certain type of whatever. And then I completely forgot I had $8. And then this morning I went to wash out some things by hand, and then I realized that the method of that today would not have been beneficial to my body with what my body's going through. So I looked on my laundry card and I only had 35 cents on my laundry card. And then I remembered, I said, I think I have $8. Now that $8 I wasn't supposed to spend because I was supposed to cushion my pool just in case of an emergency. But I did have it, and it's not supposed to be in my bag. It's supposed to be in my car. But I have learned that I can't do that anymore. So I ended up going to the wash house, and I went to look at the machine, and it accepts $5 bills. So I had enough to wash 2 loads of clothes, and I have every intention to come home and hang my 2 loads of clothes. And I'm going to show you something maybe a little bit later. I'm trying not to put that on my channel, but I may have to show you because it is frugal living. So there goes that. Let's check the chicken now, boys and girls. I'm not sure if my hands were on anything. Just want to give myself a little bit of love. I saw a deer. Woo. Boys and girls. You know, somebody told me, somebody said, please don't go outside in the morning. The wildlife and stuff still come. I'm like, and I don't want to go against advice someone gives me in love. Trust me. But I'm trying to just explore my new environment. So it is what it is. But that chicken smells good. And I didn't put I wanted to do like throw that boom boom on my chicken, but I didn't do that because where is my thing? This better come out right, because somebody's gonna send me some fried chicken through the mail. I can't wait. I just want some fried chicken, boys and girls. Now, there's only one problem. I don't like to do anything with this air fryer unless it's unplugged. That's it. So let me just check it. I don't really like to do anything in this bad boy unless it's unplugged. But I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do it, boys and girls. I'm just gonna. It's not enough liquid down there, but it's not enough liquid for me to actually feel like. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a gentle pause and go show myself some kindness and finish drinking my chicken broth. Oh, let me see where this pause is at now. Oh, there it go. I have to show you something absolutely amazing. I'm going to show you my new coffee. Now, when I say my new coffee, I don't mean new coffee. I mean my new flavor of coffee. Now, this milk here is creamy oat milk and coconut milk. So I don't really taste this in the coffee, but I do use oat milk from the Dollar Tree. So this one was given to me from a neighbor from the pantry. So I'm using this, but I wanted to just make sure I made a reference of oat milk because that's what I'm using now. I'm filling up my cup with my flavored water so I can have this ready when I'm ready to drink. Loving my cup, boys and girls. But I have to give myself special treatment. Mm. And this one is for my coffee. I'm going to put, oh no, I did not do that. I'm going to put 5 of my yellow packets. I noticed I use 5 whether I use this tall cup or if I use a smaller cup. But in case you are looking at my pretty, I've done a few of these for my kitchen, and they're going to be in some of my kindness packages in the winter. I would never have known about this if my new neighbor friend lived down the block didn't tell me. He uses cinnamon and nutmeg. Yep, so I sprinkle in my cinnamon, and I never in my life would believe, there you go, that I would be using cinnamon and nutmeg for coffee. Ha, boy. There goes my nutmeg. And I love it, boys and girls. I love it. Today I was a little generous with both of them because I want to try the different. Sometimes I put my milk in the refrigerator, in the microwave. Sometimes I don't. Today I would like my cup to be nice and hot, so I'm just going to put some of my milk in the microwave. I only put it on warm. That's all I need. See, my chicken is down to 23. Okay, it's starting now. Now since it's down to 23, I'm going to turn it up. Now I don't remember. I think it's that. Yeah. I had to turn it down and then turn it back up because the last one I made, I did it up and then it wasn't to my liking. So I said I'm gonna start it off lower so I can give it a consistent temperature, and then boom. I just pour my warm milk in there. And this is almost finished dripping, but we will put you on pause for a minute. Mary, my neighbor is here, and I'm trying to tell her I have two more almond milks. I need you to tell me how to tell her so she can know I have 2 more, okay? I'm going to let my friend tell me, then I'm going to come knock on your door.
Okay.
Thank you. You're welcome. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Now, please allow me to get my laundry. Thank you. Now, my beautiful coffee is done. And then pour it in my special cup. And that right there, boys and girls, is why I love this pot. Wow. And then, you can see I'm making a whole lot of mess for myself, right? So now I just put it in here and I mix it up. So this coffee is going to be on my table. I need to sit down. My hip is starting to scream and I can tell I can't barely breathe. This coffee is going to sit on my table over there, And my cup of water will be oh, on that table over there. Throughout the entire time that I'm up, when I need a little sip, I sip between each cup. It all depends on how I feel. So I'm loving this right here, but as you can tell, it is way too hot for me to take a sip. Too much cinnamon. Too much cinnamon. Ooh, no. Too much cinnamon. Maybe a little bit of nutmeg. Maybe not. Maybe a little bit more milk. I'm noticing that there's like a little tone when I say milk. Can someone alert me to what I'm listening to? Because I'm about to go. I think I need to go to school and learn to speak again, because what I'm listening to does not sound like. That's not me. Please. You know what? It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna put it in there. That's too much cinnamon. I am not a fan of cinnamon. I just want to let you know. So that may be what it is. I do add cinnamon, because I know it has some benefits to my body, but I'm definitely not a fan of cinnamon. No. But I have like 17 more minutes, and I'm going to work on something over this side of the room, and I shall return. I forgot to taste the coffee. Beautiful, boys and girls. But I'm not gonna lie. I need a little bit more sweetness. A little bit more sweetness. But I should have known that, because it's a taller cup. So I should have known that. It's not even 10 o'clock in the morning. Can you imagine? Mary, my neighbor, is so sweet, but she says yes, but she doesn't understand me. And what I noticed is her mom, that has come here twice already, speaks more English than she does. So I've been doing my little classes, and my friend down the block is supposed to be teaching me Spanish. And I said to him, because we're both financially embarrassed. So I said, can you figure out how much you would like so I can pay you? He said, how much? He said, how about free? He was like, why can't I teach you? And then he started speaking, and I'm like, I know it's not class now. But it's so nice. It's so nice. So I'm just going to use my little toy and take some time, maybe about an hour, to do my classes. I like that. See, now this type of, this is right here a gourmet cup of coffee, and I like it because it does not have ice on it. I was so in love with iced coffee, but now I realize that hotter coffee, and you can see I put my milk in it, and you still see the steam coming in. That's why I love these cups. But I shall be back. I just ended. It just ended. I put it back on 6 minutes and flipped it onto the other side. It is turning a little crunchy, but I saw the bottom has a little moistness, and I need to adjust the fact that the nutmeg and everything is in my mouth. I'm loving this cup of coffee. It's nutty and like warm. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm not sure if the nutmeg is going to be an issue. Like maybe you should use a strainer or something. I don't know. Coffee's amazing. Oh my goodness, boys and girls. I need a break. I need a nap. Boys and girls, I think it's ready. I need to test it. I'm not testing anything unless it's unplugged. I'm tired. all I want right now is my mattress. But I'm gonna sit down for a few minutes. Now there is my chicken right there. And I don't expect it to be. See, and I sprayed that. You see that? I sprayed that. I don't want to put it in there until I know it's actually done. Can you see the steam still coming out of the coffee? Look at that. That's why I love this cup. Oh my goodness. Now what I'm gonna do is I have my chicken on a plate. I'm gonna cut it open, make sure it's done. You know I don't eat like. Ooh, that is beautiful. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Ooh. Oh, that is seasoned all the way through. Oh, I was hoping. Oh, my goodness, I'm so tired, boys and girls. When I say I'm tired, I am tired. Oh, wow. That is seasoned all the way through. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is absolutely delicious. But I'm having a problem with the pepper. You know what I mean? I think that's like cayenne pepper or something that's in that container. Boys and girls, I'm tired. The only thing I can do is take a few minutes, sit down, and I can't rest yet. I can't rest yet. That pepper, I use Tony's, so it has I don't know if that must be cayenne pepper. Beautiful. I think I'm gonna have to take out some chicken and just season up and put it in separate bags and get ready for the air fryer. I needed to pause so I could, if I was gonna scream about my mouth. This is delicious, boys and girls. Can you see the steam saying, give it a break? This is good. If you like fried chicken, now you know how to do it in the air fryer. If you have a little while, put it in the refrigerator overnight. I'm trying to be easy with this. It's like I haven't had a meal in like so long, but I haven't had fried chicken in so long. Today is Tuesday, and you will not see this video on Tuesday. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. And you will see me today, but not today. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.